friends, welcome to KK Codes. Friends, in this video we are going to solve one more coding question, which is find a pick element. Find a pick element in an array. If you haven't watched my previous video related to this pick element, I will highly recommend you to watch that video first. In that video I have defined this, what is a pick element, how to discover this, what are the conditions to be taken to find a pick element, and we already have covered a program called print all pick elements in an array. So we have already covered this question in our previous video. So if you haven't watched that video, I will highly recommend to watch that video first. Now let's move to our this video. In this video we are going to solve this particular problem in which you have given an array of size n and you need to find only one pick element. Only one pick element. We are not going to bother about all the pick elements. We just need to find any one of the pick element and we need to return the index of that pick element. We need to return the index of that pick element, only one. Okay, so let's consider this array of size, let's say 4 3 9 6, this one. So we have an array of size 4. In this array, what are the pick elements? We have this 4 as a pick element and 9 as a pick element. And why do we call this as a pick element? I have discussed this in our previous video. Also, basically 4 is greater than its neighbor, right? So the condition is the element should be greater than or at least equal to its neighbor. So for the leftmost element and the rightmost element, we have only one neighbor, right? But for all the middle elements, we have two neighbors. So for example, 3 has two neighbors called 4 and 9. Okay, so obviously we have to discover only one pick element. So what we are going to do, we are going to again use the same problem, same solution which we have talked about in our previous example to discover all the pick elements, but this solution will be a slight different. In this particular solution, we are not going to print all the pick elements. Instead of that, if one of the pick element got found, then I will terminate that while loop. Okay, so in the worst condition, again we need to search for the whole elements maybe. So again the order will be order of n. So I will take a variable on in while loop, I is less than size, which basically size is the array size, and if I value is equals to 0, which basically means we are here in our first location, first index 0. If it is the case, then what I need to check? I need to check if it is greater than or equal to its neighbor, and it has only one neighbor, right? So I will check if ARRI is greater than or at least equal to ARRI plus 1. If this case does satisfied, then I just need to return the index, return I. That's it. Let's say if the here is 3 and here is 5, so this condition doesn't satisfy, right? So what we need to move on, we need to search for all the other elements, all the middle elements, right? So as we can clearly see that the middle elements will have two neighbors, right? So for now I will write that condition. If ARRI, let's say we are here in this middle index 1, so if it is greater than or at least equal to its left neighbor I minus 1, this is the left neighbor, and it should also be greater than or equal to this right neighbor. So I will write ARRI is greater than or equals to ARRI plus 1. So if this condition does satisfy, that means we have found our pick element and we just need to consider only one pick element. So I will simply return I here as well. Now let's say both the condition doesn't satisfy. We have 6 here. So in this case 5 will not be considered as a pick element because 5 is not greater than or at least equal to its right neighbor, right? So this is not going to be a pick element. Now what we need to do, let's say we have discovered all the middle elements and we didn't find our pick element. So at last we have a rightmost element. So if I value is equals to size minus 1, which basically means we are currently accessing the last element of the array. What is size minus 1? So let's say array size is 5, so the last index will be 4. Size minus 1 is equals to 4. So we are here testing that if it is the last element, what we need to do? We again need to consider only one neighbor, that is the previous one, this one, right? So we will test here ARRI should be greater than or at least equal to ARR I minus 1, right? So if I value is 4, so the previous index will be 3, right? So if this is the case, then again we need to return the I value. That's it. In the while loop at the end, I will do I plus plus, and this is going to be increment I plus plus. We are going to access all the elements one by one. In the worst case, we need to consider this last element. So that's why the time complexity of this will be order of n. Okay, now, is there any way to reduce this time complexity? Yes, we have. Have you learned about binary search? If you haven't watched my previous video of binary search, then do check out that video. What is the condition of binary search is that the first condition is that the binary in an array element should be sorted. Elements should be sorted. This is the first. So we will have 2, let's say 3, let's say 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So this is sorted in ascending order, right? Now the second thing which we do is that we will take two variables, lower and high, and one of middle. What it is going to do, each time it is going to divide this array by half, right? So for this case we have was 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we have total 7 elements, and what is the half of this? It is 3. We are only consider about the middle element, so this is 3. So this will be termed as middle element for the first time. Okay, now let's say I am searching for an element called 3. So as we can clearly see, first we will consider if this middle element is equals to this 3. If it is yes, then we just need to return that middle element. That's it, the middle index value. Okay, if that is not the case, then we will compare it. If 3 is less than our middle element, then we will move to the left side. If our searching element, let's say I want to search for 8, so obviously 8 is greater than 5. So if it is greater, then we will move to the right part. So in this case we will move to this left part, and now this will be lower and this will be higher value. Lower value will be same as 0 and higher value will become 2. Now again we will find the middle element, which is 0 plus 2 divided by 2, which is equals to 1. So for now this 3 will be considered as a middle element, and we will again compare it. 3 becomes equal to 3. So we have find our match. So the concept of binary search is basically to take an array, divide it by half. If it is if you are searching for an element, let's say 8, if it is less than the middle element, go to the left side. If it is greater than our middle element, then go to the right side. If we will move here, then again divide it in the half, then again divide it in half. If it is here, then again divide it in half, and it is going to be continue like this until we will find the element. And if the element is not there, then we need to return the -1 value. Okay, so this is how binary search works. So we are going to apply the same concept here in the finding of peak element. Finding a peak element. So let's say we have given an element, an array of, let's say, some elements, let's say 3 9 6 4 7. Okay, so what we are going to do, again we are going to take a lower and higher value, and this time we will divide it in the middle. So lower plus high, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5 divided by 2, which is equals to 2. So this 2 is going to be our middle element, right? And now what we will do is basically we will compare this. We will first check if this is the middle element or not. So let's check it. If this is a pick element, so the condition is it should be greater than or at least equal to its neighbor. So it has neighbor 4 and 9. So yes, it is not a pick element. Now what we need to do? We need to check that whether its left hand neighbor is greater or its right hand neighbor is greater. So in this case, the left hand neighbor is greater, right? So what we need to do is we need to consider all the left values. So now the array will be 3, 9, 6. We are not going to create any new array, but we will take this part as a new array. So now this 6 has already been covered. We have already checked that this is not the pick element. Now this 9 should be considered. So this 9 should be greater than or at least equal to its neighbor. So yes, 9 is greater than 6 and also greater than 3. So this is our pick element. So we need to return the index of that pick element. So in this case, this is 1. Now the question arises, if it is greater than left, if the left neighbor is greater and the right neighbor is greater, why we are moving here? So the basic concept here is that there is a high probability if I found an element which is greater than its current element, then there is a high probability that this is going to be one of the pick element. One of the pick element, right? There can be multiple pick elements here in the right side as well, but we are not going to bother about all the pick elements. We are just interested in finding one pick element. So if we will have find an element which is greater than its neighbor right now, so there is a high probability that this is going to be one of the pick elements. That's why we are going to do that. I hope the solution is understandable. Now let's try to program this. So what we have done here, we have taken a variable called array and we have taken the size of the variable, the array size. Now what we have done here is that we have taken a variable called lower, which will start from 0, and higher will be start from size. Now if lower is less than or equals to high, what we are going to do? We are going to find the middle element. Now if size is equals to 1, what we are basically doing here is that, sorry, this one is the solution. So if while L is less than or equals to higher value, then we are going to find the middle element here, and here we are testing for the first element. If the first element itself is a middle is a pick element, then we are going to return index 0. If it is not, then we are going to consider the last element. If the last element is going to be a pick element, then we will return the mid value, which basically means what we are doing here is that we have taken a array and we are first testing for the first element as an of pick element. If I will find that this element is a pick element, then why I will consider all the other elements. So I have written this index value. If this is not the case, then I will search for the last index value, which is basically size minus 1. If this is the pick element, then I will return the index of this value. We don't need to consider all the other elements in the middle, right? And if both the elements is not the pick element, then what we need to do is we need to discover all the middle pick elements, right, one by one. So if array mid minus 1 is greater than array mid minus 1, so let's say here we have discovered our mid, and if the left value is greater than, then what we have done here, higher is equals to mid minus 1. So the higher value, which is denoting here right now, it is going to decrease by here, and this higher value will be come here. So now for this, this will be termed as a new array. and if it is not the case, if the right value is greater, then this new array will be considered as a right elements. Okay, so actually let's do a trial run for this program so it will be more clear for us. Let's say we have given an array of 3 5 6 2. In this case, what it is going to do, lower value is going to become 0, higher value will become 0 1 2 3, which basically means 4. So we have defined our mid element, which is 0 plus 4 divided by 2. So mid will be as 2. Now if mid is equals to 0, here the condition does not satisfy, so we will skip this. If mid is equals to size minus 1, if it is the last element, no, it is not the last element. Here we are currently accessing this mid element as 0 1 2, so this 6 is going to be considered first. Now here we have tested that if mid minus 1, which basically means the left neighbor is greater than this current 6, no, this is not the case. So we are going to here mid plus 1, so is the right element, right neighbor is greater than, no, this is also not the case. At the end what we have returned is here return mid. So if any one of the if else condition doesn't satisfy, that which basically means we have jumped to our very first pick element, so we just need to return the mid value. Return mid means the index value. Okay, and if let's say this is not the case, then we have an array, and if this mid value, let's say 5, and here we have 7, here we have 3, so if this is the higher value, left side value neighbor is higher, then we are going to consider this next array. I hope it is clear to you, and if you have still any doubt, let me know in the comment section below. And we already have compiled this program in the Geeks for Geeks practice section, and we have successfully compiled and completed this program. So I hope this problem will be more easy for you. Thank you for watching this video.